did you hear? It looks like Risette Kujikawa really is here. You know the tofu store, Maruku? The owners of that place have the same last name, Kujikawa.
Seriously? Hey, I practically live next door.
I've been hearing that there's a big crowd at Maruku.
I'm not surprised. But was it really her on yesterday's Midnight Channel? Didn't she seem a little different?
Well, considering Yukiko became a Disney princess and Shadow Kanji was Shadow Kanji, I don't think that's really an indication that it's not Risette.
It was her, no doubt about it. Her curves, her posture, even her beautiful slim legs.
What's that look for?
Oh wow, Yosei actually looking at her legs is in the game as well? I remember that from the anime.
Anyways, I'm positive, right?
Are we going? I don't really care about celebrities, but it's not like I got anything better to do. Sure, I'll tag along.
You know, you might be good at dispersing the crowd.
Sorry, but me and Yukiko have plans. Give us a call if anything comes up.
So it's just the guys going to visit her. This is not going to end well. Meanwhile, that blue-haired guy is still on his phone.
Well, shall we get going? But let's be clear on one thing. We're not spectators. We're on an investigation, got it?
Yes, official investigation business. Absolutely no autographs or freaking out. I can just imagine him going, oh my god, I'm gonna get Risa's autograph! I mean, investigation. Yes, serious investigation.
Mr. Detective, did something happen?
Oh, it's you guys. Ay, ay, ay. These gawkers keep streaming in with their cars trying to park in the middle of the shopping district.
Why is that?
Don't you know? Risette Kujikawa's here. Hey, did you see her already? Is she there? Which is it?
Huh? We're asking why a plainclothes detective is here doing traffic control.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's better than parking duty.
Oh, well, the Inaba Police Department isn't that big. We don't have enough staff. Well, I still have work to do, so I'll see you later.
Dude, you managed to scare off a police detective on active duty!
Less scare off and more remind him that he's gonna get chewed out by Dojima again.
I wasn't trying to scare the guy. I just said what I was thinking.
But you're right. It's weird for the police to come out like this.
Maybe they already suspect something.
You think the police suspect that Risa might be the next target too?
Or, you know, Yosuke could have the exact same idea I did.
All right, clear out. Coming through. Hey, Adachi. Damn it, I told him not to leave his post. What are you guys doing? Kanji Tatsumi. Are you friends with them?
Like it's any of your business.
If you say so. So I'll ask again. What are you all doing here?
We, well, I mean, it's probably a more plausible excuse to say that we're just fans.
Oh, well, who wouldn't want to come check it out if they found out an idol's family ran an ordinary tofu store? I'm a big fan.
That was a very low deception check.
Fine. But remember, she might be a celebrity, but this is her home. Try not to bother them too much.
That cop's your uncle, huh? So, what the hell was that about? Are you guys under suspicion?
Yeah, he kind of knows that we're going to Junes's electronics department a lot.
Well, they did take us in once.
Oh yeah, let's not bring that up, the whole swords thing.
We can't just tell him everything, right? If we say anything about the other world, we only look more suspicious. They'll be watching us all the time.
Yeah, they'll also think that we're insane, and we're already very close to that line thanks to the swords incident.
Got a point there.
Man. There's no one in there but the old lady. Risette isn't here after all.
I heard that she really is already here, but it might have just been a rumor. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
It's almost like this town lets rumors go out of hand.
You sound like the world's about to end.
Shut up! Anyways, now that all those people are gone, we might as well check inside. I'll buy something.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to know this, but if you say recommend Gum Modoki, you get social link points with Yosuke.
How'd you know I can't eat tofu? Wow, that's considerate of you.
There might be some reference to this at some point, like in dialogue or like in a nighttime conversation.
Wait, what's gum modoki again? Is it the kind with a rice cake in it?
It apparently means pseudo-goose.
There's no rice cakes in them. They're sort of like fried tofu patties with veggies and stuff mixed in and...
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I think I can eat that.
Yeah, I think I first found out about tofu in the Pokemon anime where 4Kids made a weird running joke about people having to eat tofu because their cook was on vacation.
Sure enough, the only one here is your typical old lady.
A typical old lady with pigtails that looks suspiciously like someone we've seen on TV before.
Man, why don't you just ask if she's in back? Excuse me?
Yes, may I help you?
What the... Then, who's that?
What?
Are you Risette?
The other two are just kind of frozen at this point. Just ignore them.
Yeah, so?
No way. Are you really Risette?
Yosuke, you said we're here on investigation business. Absolutely no fanboying.
What do you want?
Huh? Oh, sorry, some tofu, please?
Tofu? Which kind?
Huh? Which one's which again?
If you're going to eat it by itself, you should go with silken. Momen's better for cooking. Depends how you use it.
Psst, Kanji, order something.
Why are you making me do it? You already picked Ganmo a second ago. Dude here wants 3 Ganmodoki.
Oh, I see. I'll go get them.
Wow, she's nothing like she seems on TV. I wonder if she's just tired. Man, but it's really her! I'm so glad I came. Mission complete. Wait, we haven't done what we came here for yet.
Please tell me that is not getting her autograph.
Have you noticed anything weird lately?
Weird? Like stalkers?
Okay, so Kanji's made leaps and bounds in terms of his progress because he didn't go crazy at hearing the word weird.
Are you guys fans of mine?
Well, I mean, this guy here is, but we can just ditch him. We're fine.
I wouldn't say we, but yeah. Dude here is a big fan.
You little... Why'd you let that slip?
You kinda let that slip yourself.
Her curves, her posture, even her beautiful slim legs. You finished checking them out yet, or what?
Well, you probably didn't need to go that far.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? I didn't say that. I never said any of that. Maybe you know already, but it's been dangerous in Inaba lately. And that's why we've been investigating some stuff.
Oh yeah?
Sorry, let's see. Do you know about the TV show that comes on at midnight? I mean, it's not like regularly scheduled programming. How do I explain this?
That thing that was on last night. The Midnight Channel, yeah?
Oh, you know about it? Wait, what? You mean you saw it last night?
I heard the rumors from some friends of mine. But that girl last night wasn't me. I've never been filmed wearing that swimsuit before. And the bust line.
Huh?
Mine aren't that big.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean now.
Oh, great, you just pointed out that you noticed that. You're just digging yourself deeper, aren't you?
I mean, what am I saying? I'm sorry.
Don't apologize so much. You're funny.
Hey, she smiled.
What is that show about, anyway?
Well, we're not too sure either. But you know there's been stuff happening here, right? We think the people who appear there are the ones who get kidnapped next.
I know this is sudden, but we're not lying.
Yeah, that's why we thought you should know about it.
Huh, so that wasn't a dream. I was tired yesterday, but I couldn't sleep. And it was raining, so I decided to try that rumor I'd heard about. Alright, thanks. I'll be careful.
Looks like we actually got through to someone for once.
Here you go, 3 ganmo. That'll be 600 yen. There's extra tofu in there for everyone. A little thank you for worrying about me.
Whoa, seriously? Thanks!
Yosuke-senpai, you can't eat tofu, right? Want me to take yours?
Hell no, I always eat what people give me.
He's totally not going to sell that tofu on eBay or something. So I'd say that was a pretty successful investigation.
Thank you very much. Your receipt's in the bag.
Seems like the crowds are thinning out, so we'll be leaving now. If it gets rowdy again, just give us a call at the station.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I'm sorry, but there's some things I'd like to ask you. You do know that there have been multiple violent cases around here lately, yeah? Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Not really. It's been like always.
Like always? Well, you're an idol, so I imagine you deal with folks like fans, paparazzi, and stalkers quite often. What made you take a break from showbiz?
Does it really matter? I just needed a rest.
And have you registered for school?
I'm planning on going to Yasogami High. It was the closest.
Well, I don't mean to alarm you, but you do have some things in common with the recent victims. That's why, well...
I might be kidnapped, right? I've been told that before. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Huh? Someone told you already?
It was 3 guys. They were wearing uniforms, so I think they were high school students.
Did one of them happen to look... how do I put it? Did he look something like a gang member?
Wait, you think she's talking about your nephew and his friends?
Something smells here. The recent disappearances. Between those and the 2 homicides, there's too many questions with no answers. To tell the truth, I followed my detective's intuition and came here to warn her. How could high school kids who know less than we do beat us to the punch? Were they just making up an excuse to talk to a famous celebrity? Or...
Sir?
Yasogami High. The second victim, Saki Konishi, and 2 other students who were missing for a while.
I guess the investigation of the ones involved with the school hasn't turned up anything either. Are we gonna be in trouble if this keeps up? The prefectural police will be coming soon.
They're the least of your worries. Keep your head in the game.
And, well, Dojima's already kind of onto us.
We sure have a lot of tofu.
Yeah, it tastes great. You visited Risette Kujikawa today. What did you talk about?
I mean, we do have the option to actually say it straight out, and I'm kind of curious to see what happens if you're dishonest.
I told you to keep your hands off this. Listen, this is a job for the police. Forget it. I shouldn't have brought it up.
You guys met Risette-chan?
Yeah.
Are you fighting again?
Of course not. Here, hurry and finish your dinner.
Well, I mean, people did eat dinner that night, but it was still awkward. I almost forgot about that, line from the comic. I also forgot the coffee thing from his social link was actually parody there too, although I really don't like how the comic handled Dojima, but I might get to that later. Well, she's back. And it's definitely a swimsuit this time. Definitely not focusing very much on her face. Except there. Okay. But Risette claims that isn't her. Unless she has a twin or something.
Hey, we were right about it being Risette Kujikawa. The one on tonight seemed a lot creepier than the real Risette, but you could see her face clearly. There's no mistake. Let's all get together as soon as possible tomorrow.
Like always, the second Midnight Channel is always much clearer. The question is, will we be able to prevent an attack this time? And yep, a save prompt in the middle of cutscenes. That should tell you that we're in for a long ride.
So about the Midnight Channel last night. That had to be Risette Kujikawa. It even showed her face this time.
So now we know one more thing. The ones that the culprit's targeting are...
People on TV.
Exactly. So we can rule out the assumption that all the victims are connected to the incident with Ms. Yamano. As for Risette, I took a peek this morning and she was still at the shop. So I'm guessing that TV show thing doesn't appear on the Midnight Channel until after the person enters the TV.
Teddy said before that it might be the victim's own creation upon entering that world. I didn't understand it all at first, but now I feel it may be true. The one that appears on TV is your other self. Maybe the victim's true feelings are shown unconsciously.
But we see them on the Midnight Channel before they disappear. You know, when it's still really fuzzy and you can't tell who it is. How do you explain that part?
Yeah, it always happens before the person disappears, like an advance notice.
Or like a ransom note. But who are they announcing it to, and for what?
I don't know, ask the killer. There's a bunch of stuff I still don't understand.
Is it possible that we see those images for the same reason?
Huh? What do you mean?
If the Midnight Channel shows the victim's true feelings, maybe it does the same for the culprit. Maybe what we're seeing is the culprit's intentions.
Well, it's a possibility. The killer can throw people into the TV after all, which means they must have the same power that we do.
So, when the killer thinks, I'm gonna attack someone now, that's what we see on TV?
I don't know about that.
Well, if we're gonna go that far with it, we might as well say that's the basis for that entire world. Like it's some kind of mix of the minds of the victims and the killer. Or maybe it's everyone's minds.
You know, that actually seems pretty accurate. That only makes it more confusing.
As always, nothing makes sense. Hey, Kanji-kun, you still with us? You haven't said a word yet. You weren't sleeping, were you?
Of course not. I was, lost in thought.
I wish I knew what that world's all about.
The only one we can really talk to who lives there is Teddy, and not even he knows.
Teddy's explanations have so many maybes in them that I don't understand the first thing about it.
Why would the culprit throw people inside the TV in the first place?
They must know by now that people die when they're in there long enough. There's no doubt it's attempted murder. So the TV's a good way to do that, because the police can never prove anything about the crime.
Murder, huh? So the killer's got a grudge against certain people? Well, I know there's a shitload of people who've got my number. How about you, Yukiko-senpai? Anyone hate you so bad they'd get rid of you forever?
No. Yukiko? There's always a slight chance, and you just don't realize it. But if we're trying to think of a common grudge someone would have against all the victims, well, I'm drawing a blank.
Just want to point out that in the anime, everyone's reactions to Yukiko just bluntly saying that she has never offended anyone that badly are all just, a bit more exaggerated than they are in the game, let's just say.
Well, the good thing is we have another shot at getting ahead of the killer. We can leave the motive aside for now. Once we catch him, we'll make him talk. The only thing we can be sure of now is that Risa is in danger.
Unless, in the time we've been talking, she's already been kidnapped.
Wait, we get to do another stakeout?
Oh no, this time Yosuke and Chie not on the same team.
Hell yeah! This time we'll catch him in the act.
We gotta go with donuts and milk.
You said it. There's no better meal than that for a man on a stakeout. Oh, and throw in some disposable diapers.
Why?
For what? They don't even sell those here.
We have them at Juness.
Oh, too much information.
You guys finished yet? Let's hurry up and get going.
Huh? What brings you here?
And why did you clearly pretend not to notice us for a second there?
Oh, well, I'm doing legwork. What did I do to deserve babysitting detail? I mean, it's nothing major. It's not like Dojima-san ordered me here. So, what are you kids up to? Buying snacks?
We were just about to head over to the tofu shop to see Risette-chan.
Oh, I see. Hey, I'm on my way there too.
Oh, then why don't we go there together? Come on, he's a detective on active duty. Not a bad guy to have around.
Well, he's kind of clueless, but, yeah. We're kind of cooperating with the police on this one. Kind of. Well, at least she's still in there.
Don't stop. The culprit might get suspicious.
But we walked past her like 1,000 times already.
Come on out, you bastard. We're ready for you.
Look!
Who's there?
It's the mysterious Hawaiian shirt pole climbing man!
Hey, he's running away!
In the words of Nanako's toy from the anime, he's the culprit, grab him!
Get back here!
Why is everyone running? Shouldn't someone stay behind and watch the tofu shop?
Don't come near me!
Shut up! What kind of idiot would listen to...
I'll do it, you know. What are you gonna do if I get run over?
What?
No! If the suspect gets injured, the police will be held responsible. They'll get really angry and...
Not to mention that the truth will die with him.
I'll do it, I swear! So get out of here and stop chasing me!
Hey, what should we do?
When I saw this choice, I always chose tackle him from behind because I always felt that if you tried to tackle him from the front, he might hit a car. But it's not actually the decision they end up going with.
Yeah, that's the quickest way.
All right, on my mark. Look, over there! A Martian!
Oh! How dare you assault an ordinary citizen like...
How dare you assault me, dumb-voiced Sam Riegel?
Shut the hell up, murderer! We're taking your punk ass in.
What? Time out! What do you mean, murderer?
It's no use playing dumb.
Wait a second. I just really like Risette, so I wanted to take a peek in her room. Look, see? All I've got on me is a bunch of cameras.
Oh, okay. You might have been the person that Adachi was talking about before.
Yep, you're the culprit, all right. No two ways about it. All right, I'll take it from here. We'll hear your story down at the station. I've waited to use that line.
So, fun fact, Adachi's police badge has full textures in the game's files, and it uses early concept art of Adachi. So, he's so lazy he forgot to change his photo on his, badge.
Please, let me go! I didn't do anything wrong! I know for a fact it's not a crime in this country to take secret pictures!
Hey, don't you understand what's happening here? You're under suspicion of murder. Come with me. We'll talk about this later. Wow, that went better than I thought. What a coup. I gotta thank you guys for all your help. Well done.
Oh, sure.
But you really should stop getting involved with this stuff. It's dangerous. I know Dojima-san was worried sick. Come on, let's go.
Is it really over?
The rest is up to the cops.
Looks like the killer was a pervert, just like we thought. Wait, does that mean the case is closed? Seriously? Awesome!
Well, we all know it can't be that simple.
Hey, we should let Risa know the good news.
Oh, hello. Would you like some tofu?
Oh, hello.
Oh, did you come to see Risa? She seems to have gone out, unfortunately.
Huh? But wasn't she just here?
She does that sometimes. She'll just wander out without a word. You must forgive her. She's quite worn out in many ways.
She left without saying anything?
Come on, you worry too much. She must have just stepped out. I mean, we caught the guy.
What are you talking about?
We'll discuss it later. If you'll excuse me, I've got to take this guy in for questioning. Man, I can't wait to see the look on Dojima-san's face.
She left without saying anything? Could that mean...
We should have left somebody to guard the shop.
Shouldn't we look for her? She can't have gone far.
Yeah, I agree. I can't find her anywhere. What about you guys?
None of the neighbors have seen her.
Maybe we're just not looking in the right places. But where could she have gone?
Damn it, this can't be good. I hope I'm wrong.
Well, we did everything we can. No use griping about it.
Not really. You, again, could have left someone to guard the shop and not got distracted by the stupid,
The weatherman
guy.
says it's gonna rain tonight. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and tune in.
Stupid guy who obviously isn't the killer. So, I will talk a little bit about that moment, and why I actually think the anime handled it a lot better. And more fish! We're gonna be giving that to the cat later. Okay, even more ice cubes! He clearly didn't want that fish to go off and damage his company's reputation. Yep, she's been kidnapped. Also, one thing that I kind of like to remind everyone that might fly over people's heads if you aren't really that familiar with Japanese idol culture. That is how idols are expected to sound. So, the Risette that we saw in the real world, it definitely would have been kind of a shock to a lot of players to hear her talking like that in reality. But, yeah, that's definitely going way too far, even by most idol standards. Yep, we went from almost bearing it all to actually bearing it all. The Midnight Channel is really, yeah, they've noticed they're on at midnight, so they're like, okay, yeah, we can get away with anything.
Yeah, exactly. Because I bet her shadow self is gonna do whatever it wants again. But, man, we couldn't prevent the kidnapping this time either. Even when we knew who the target would be.
Because you kind of all were idiots.
That detective from this afternoon was no help at all. I guess we'll have to do everything ourselves. Anyways, see you tomorrow.